Hey, I'm alive. Happy New Year. I got some solid gameplay and I have a lot to talk about. So here we go. It's a tier 8 match and I'm in the Skoda T56. Okay, the Skoda T56. Oh dear God, I fucking love this thing. This tier 8 alone has got to be in like my top 10 like tier 8 list of all time. Like this thing's fucking fantastic. This thing's got a 130 with 200 pen standard, a 2-round autoloader, solid turn armor, 8 degrees of gun depression, 460 alpha with a clip potential of 900 on a tier 8 of all tanks. This thing is just
disgusting.
I got this thing like a couple months ago because Wargaming decided to sell it for half off, and 5,000 smackaroons is not a bad price for this tank. I haven't regretted it. Let's pause it for a second. And this scout tank has screwed up beyond belief. He is completely out in the open, and he's just about to be punished for it.
Disgusting!
You love to see it so much. Just 90% of their hit points just fall off at that instance because they're just out in the open. And unfortunately, I'm not able to punish the other offender. But anyway, as I was saying, this thing's just fantastic. With 450 alpha, good pen, good turn armor, you're either chunking tier 6s for all their health, or you're punching above your weight at tier 10. And there's like no downsides to this tank, other than like, I would say like the accuracy. But now I want to turn attention back to the match, because we are in position right now, and this is where you're going to see this tank start to flourish. We'll use all that gun depression, we'll use that turn armor, and we'll use the power of the gun just to destroy everything on this side. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, Derp, you said it was a 2-round autoloader. That thing clearly isn't a 2-round autoloader. Well, let me just say this. It's got the choice, and you can have consistency or you can just have straight Magnum. And the best thing is that they're both good. There's no bad option and no wrong way to play this tank. On one hand, if you use consistency, you get an 11 to 12 second reload with good output no matter what. But if you switch over to the 2-round autoloader, you get 2 rounds, 900 clip potential, a cycle time of 3.5 seconds, and a full reload of 22 seconds. 11 seconds for a shell on this thing is not bad, considering that like other tier 8s have smaller cannons and they still reload just as long as this thing. It's like the M51 or even the Earthshaker. On the topic of tanks worse than the Skoda T56, I'm going to bring up the Super Pershing, the old bread and butter of World of Tanks, okay? I want to know, why wouldn't you have the Skoda T56 over the Super Pershing? See, the Super Pershing has a 90mm. You get a 130 on the Skoda T56. The armor on the Super Pershing, it's okay. I mean, it's got good spaced armor, but it's not as effective as the Skoda T56. Top that off with the mobility. This thing's slow as shit. The Super Pershing's just crap compared to this thing. So why wouldn't you have the Skoda T56 over the Super Pershing? Even the M46 in this clip knows that he can't do anything against me. He's got a tiny 90, and all he can do is back away, because I have good armor. And with the M46 out of the way, we can now just relax a second and talk about, things? Now, I know recently I've been silent on this platform, and I haven't really posted anything really since like a year ago, not counting the Tier 5 diaries, but like, I honestly miss it, and one thing I wanted to do as a form of New Year's resolution is put myself into more creative outlets and not be such a lazy piece of shit. But part of that's just contributed to life. Part of that absence is college. Another half of that absence is work. And it kind of threw my life into a perpetual learning cycle where I'm learning not only about sales, communication, but I'm also learning for my future in my job field. So it's one of those things where I go to work. Oh, get absolutely dunked on. Anyway, as I was saying, It's just one of those things where I go to work to learn and I go home to learn as well. And at the end of the day, I just don't use my brain anymore. So I've been trying to find a way for me to just kind of like relax myself in a way so I don't have to worry about exhausting myself. But I made a promise to myself this New Year's. I'm going to be more creative in my output. And one thing that I would like to hit on every month of this year is the Tier 5 diaries. Hey, wink wink, nudge nudge, guess what's coming? The point of the fact is that I want to upload more for you guys. And I'm going to need feedback, basically, on what you want to see and how you want to see it. I mean, if you want to see me be a goofball and just play with friends, I can do that. Or if you want to see me be more professional in sorts of ways, you know, like I want to treat the Tier 5 diaries. That's possible too. Or we could just keep talking like this. I'll cover matches, talk about specific tanks, groupings of tanks, and whatever you guys want to see, just put it down in the comments down below. And this match is coming to a close, pretty much. I mean, we got a VK, a Mutz, and an artillery to deal with now. And we're just going to park ourselves right here in the center and get into a little bit of a sniper battle. RNGesus favored that kill on the VK, and now is the point where I wish I had the autoloader, because I would have been able to pump another shell into the artillery. So instead, I'll just take the Mutz and call it game. Well, here's the results, and for starters, we did almost 8,000 combined. That's awesome. Then we also have the fact that I destroyed 5 tanks. It's just, this thing is just ridiculous. And there you go, top of the team. No issues at all. The enemy team just didn't even stand a chance. But hey, the main points I want you guys to get from this video is that A, the Skoda T56 is just a fantastic tank, and if you see it on sale at any point in time in the store and Wargaming discounts it, buy it immediately, please. It's a very pleasurable tank. And the second point is that I am going to be uploading more. I want you guys to have content, and I want to be creative, so keep an eye out for that, all right? So be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'd love to hear your feedback, and let me know how I'm doing.
I cast Niles Vanish.